Welcome to this Spokane and Coeur d'Alene housing market update. It's April 2025. You're not going to find any fluff or any sales hooks in this video. In this video, I'm going to bring you the facts that you need to know about our local housing markets here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene so that you can be informed home buyers or home sellers. It's that simple. My name is Phil Wells. I'm a real estate agent licensed in both Washington and Idaho. If you want to talk to me privately about anything offline, please contact me. My details will be in the description below. In this video, we'll start by looking at mortgage rates. We'll then take a deep dive into our local markets of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Before we get going, go and follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. You can also DM and interact with me there too. So let's get into it. First, we'll look at the behavior of the 30-year conventional mortgage since I last published a market update video up to present day. The 30-year conventional mortgage at the start of February was at 7.05%. Today's rates have largely declined since the start of February, but seem to have spiked recently right around the time that trade tariffs were implemented. So right now, April 8th, rates are currently sat at 6.82%. That is an overall steady and gradual decline in terms of mortgage rates that I hope will continue. That is good news for both home buyers and home sellers alike. We are seeing the Federal Reserve keep their funds rate at 4.5%, but there is increasing pressure from this current administration to further reduce those interest rates, so it seems likely that this gradual and steady decrease in terms of mortgage rates will continue into the foreseeable future. Looking now at the Spokane market and taking a deep dive into the latest figures that we've got available to us, which detail actual sales in March. Sales here are down on a year-over-year basis. Here in Spokane back in January, we saw closed sales increase 16% year-over-year. This is definitely a factor we want to keep an eye on. I think after years of sluggish sales over the whole nation and in Spokane too, and with this steady and gradual decline in mortgage rates, people were really hoping that 2025 would be the year that the housing market returned to normalcy and things got rolling again. And there is still time for that, but we do need to keep an eye on these sales as that's going to be a crucial part of the housing market rolling again. Median home prices in Spokane are $413,500 and are down 1.8%. Inventory continues to be lower than the rest of the nation's inventory levels. Here in Spokane, we are at 2.2 months worth of supply. And for comparison, nationally, we're at about 3.5 months worth of supply. But as you can see here in Spokane, inventory levels are up on a substantial percentage basis in terms of year-over-year figures. New listings and active listings are both up substantially too, which is something my clients have been pleasantly surprised to see while they've been house hunting these past few months. You can see days on market of 12 days, which is very low and great news for sellers that are trying to plan a move and maybe a subsequent purchase or even a simultaneous sale and purchase. So if your home is priced right, you'll likely have a contract inside of 2 weeks right now here in Spokane. It seems like a good time to be a buyer here in Spokane. You have stabilizing and even slightly falling home prices this month. You also have increased inventory in terms of both active and new listings. Unfortunately though, that overall inventory level does remain very low. That means that you should not expect a substantial price decrease happening here in Spokane anytime soon. The basics of supply and demand still apply after all. If you have very few of a particular good, it's unlikely that the price for that good is gonna drop. After all, the overall trend for prices here in Spokane for the last few years has been a very steady increase year over year, month over month. If you're a seller in this market, then know that you can likely have a contract inside of 2 weeks on your home if you were to put it on the market right now. That's great, it makes it easier to plan, and it's reassuring to know that you can exit a property if you need to. That doesn't mean though that you can get away with not doing any preparation for your listing. It's still key to price the property right and to prepare it for market as best as you can. Now let's take a look at the Coeur d'Alene market. Let's do a deep dive into the figures here, which detail actual sales from March. Just some information for you. The Coeur d'Alene MLS encompasses quite a large area. It's not just the city of Coeur d'Alene itself. It covers the majority of North Idaho. So if you're looking just outside Coeur d'Alene, maybe up to Athol or something like that, this video is still relevant to you. Actual sales in March moved downwards a modest 2.8%, but as you can see by the actual raw figures, that boils down to a difference in terms of sales of just 9 properties. Not something worth writing home about, and certainly not something to worry about. As you can see cumulatively for 2025 so far versus 2024, sales are ahead of 2024's levels by 5.4%. That is great positive news if you're a seller that maybe struggled to sell the last few years while inventory levels were so high and sales were so weak. Months of supply are at 4.01 months of supply following a hollowing out of inventory here in Coeur d'Alene over the last few months. This is huge news for sellers. Your risk of getting lost in a sea of inventory while there's multiple comparable homes to yours on the market at any one time is reducing by the day right now in Coeur d'Alene. Median home prices are up 6.34% to $525,000. So homes here are still valuable. We still live in one of the most beautiful parts of the country and people still want to be here, and real estate prices reflect that. Median days on market in the Coeur d'Alene area are currently 68 days, which is one of the lowest days on market I've seen here in a very long time. So just over 2 months to get a contract here in the Coeur d'Alene area. Buyers in this market should look at 68 days on market and take from that they can look for homes in a leisurely manner. They don't need to wake their agent up to schedule a showing first thing the next day as soon as a listing they like hits the market. But buyers need to realize that home prices are continuing to increase here. This is a valuable market and homes are retaining their value. The likelihood of being able to bag a deal isn't that high here in Coeur d'Alene. So in short, if you're a buyer in this market, you can likely bag the home that you want to buy, but you're not going to get it for much less than list price. Sellers in the Coeur d'Alene market should look at reducing inventory levels and reducing days on market and think to themselves that they can finally sell their home, which might come as some relief to those that struggled to sell their home maybe in the last 2 years. But they should absolutely be taking the time to properly prepare their home for market. That means pricing the property right. That also means taking care of some maintenance items that need to get taken care of, and even staging the home too to properly present it on market. After all, 68 days on market represents quite a slow feedback loop to determine whether you're doing things right. So you want to put the work in now rather than waste 2 months to find out that you didn't do everything right. That's it for this video. Let me know about the format of this video. Am I missing any crucial piece of information that you need in order to make a decision as a local home buyer or home seller? If I am, please leave it as a comment down below or contact me direct. If you're looking at buying or selling real estate in the Spokane or Coeur d'Alene area, please reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and I'd be honored to work with you. My details will be in the description to this video below. Like I said, my name is Phil Wells, and thank you for watching this video.